Y'all get value out of that call? No.
Heck yeah. I need to keep building my house though.
What's that?
I said, heck, that's a lot of value, especially just thinking about my house and like, dang, like I do have an unfinished house right now and I can't wait.
So y'all get value out of that? Yeah. It's hard because you want to do the opposite, right? It's like, I want to do quality of life first. Like there's nothing wrong with wanting that, but you just got to understand that that's a dumb idea. And that was the hardest part for me. It was like, I wanted to start, we started making money. I was like, I'm gonna go spend it all. This sounds fun. And it's not the best way to live. Trust me. I promise it's not. I think a lot of people would have quit if they would have put themselves in the situation that we put ourselves into 6-8 months ago. But I was not dumb enough to quit because I saw what it was. So, all right. So what I was going to say, guys, real quick, before we get into the policy, by the way, I forgot to black out the policy names on the policy. So I can't legally, I'm not going to use that policy. I'm not trying to get myself in trouble. So I'll black out the names and we'll go over that one day this week. But I just don't want to have names on the. So Larissa's running wild in the school over there. All the kids are going crazy already. I hear them. All right. So if I say your name, guys, do me a favor and hit the raise hand button really fast. So I've been in Primerica now for 2 years, almost 2 years in May. And the current explosion that you're seeing happen because these following people were all recruited within like 2 to 3 weeks of one another. So Kelly, raise your hand. Josh, raise your hand. Bree, raise your hand. Caleb, raise your hand. Larissa, raise your hand. Who else is on here? Hit the raise hand button on Zoom. Shelly came in on the tail end of that. Who am I missing anybody? I don't think so. Okay. So guys, this is Angela Pangborn. Raise hand too, please. So guys, this is a visual. You should be looking at your Zoom right now. Like I'm telling you guys right now, this is going to help you. Okay. This is going to help you. I promise. Guys, if all 6 of those people did not all get recruited at the same time, almost the same time, I don't think that any of them would have stuck as long as they did. But what happened was they all kind of got recruited at the same time. And they were all either fighting for themselves or fighting for their coach to stick around. And so you guys can lower your hands. Thank you. I just wanted y'all to see every one of you guys on this call right now, except for Elliot and Karen, are directly from, and Tammy, are directly from one of those 6 people. Okay, guys, that's what you got to understand. That is what you need to know, is that it comes in spurts, and the spurts, if you play your cards right and you do the things you should be doing, when the spurts show up, they stick. Okay, but here's the best part. A lot of you guys are brand new. Okay, so this is the thing you got to understand. In the beginning, you're not very good at the business. Sorry for hurting some of your feelings right now. But in the beginning, you don't know what the hell you're doing. You don't know how to do, you don't know what to say. You still think it's Primacare, right? Like I think it's health insurance. Like you don't know what the hell's going on. And so you're saying all the wrong crap to people, and it's not your own fault. It's not your fault. You're new. You're excited. You're excited and you're just word vomiting to people, which is a good thing. You're talking to people, but just use the script. But what I'm getting at here is, in the beginning, a lot more people quit on me than they do now. But guess what? People still quit on me. I recruited 13 direct recruits last month. Where are they all? I don't know. But I promise you, Jenna, I'm not crying in the corner waiting for everybody to come back to me, right? I'm going and finding more people. That's the freaking secret. The secret is you need to recruit a lot of people in a short period of time, and that's where your explosions come from. A lot of us like hope and pray that we recruit one guy, and that's the guy that takes us, to the moon and back, right? It's like, that's the one person, like, that's my $1 million ticket. Nope. Your $1 million ticket is through recruiting a whole lot of people over time and teaching them how to build a business. That's it. That's the secret. So I will say this, I will not use the person's name. There's a person on this call who got recruited in January. That person's direct upline, the person that was supposed to be training them, quit to go do a different type of business. And that person, yeah, a legitimate for real, a legitimate for real, like pyramid MLM, straight up, like, will be shut down based on the business model eventually type of business. Okay. And that person that quit would have made $9,000 in the last 30 to 45 days if they would have just not quit, not even run the business, not Gabby, not even ran the damn appointments, just not quit, just showed up. But this person quit because the grass is always greener on the other side. But guess what, guys? Guess who's also on the other side of the fence when you quit something and you go to the other side of the fence? Your ass is there. And that's the reason the grass isn't growing. I'm sorry, but someone needed to hear that this morning, Josh. So guys, look, we're going to teach you how to get better. That's the thing, guys, is like, you just get better. Let me drag you along your personal development. And you might go kicking and screaming sometimes, but the better you get, the more money you're going to make. Trust me, it's a fact. The better you can lead people, the more money you're going to make. All right. I've never met somebody that makes more money than me, that leads a team, that I was like, I don't think this person could lead me very well. I was always like, I want to know, what are you doing? Like, tell me your secrets. How do you lead your team? Because when you learn from other people, you get better. And that's what attracts people to following you. So guys, we're going to go over a policy this morning. Does anybody have any questions from last night before we get into the policy? Actually, hit the raise hand button, and you guys have had some time to kind of digest everything. A lot of you guys are brand new, which is awesome. That's a really good thing. And we're excited to have you guys here. But if you have questions, hit the raise hand button, and I'll answer them for you, because I don't want you to feel like you're like out there in the dark by yourself. I want you guys to get answers if you have them. So any questions from last night at all, guys, before I jump on this little Dropbox here?
Probably the best one, honestly, hands down.
No? Great. I'm glad I explained everything really well. I'm not saying that sarcastically either. I thought I did a pretty good job of going over everything. But if you guys have questions, ask me, guys. All right, hey, if you see a policy on your screen that you want me to go over,
USA is running a ton of ads right now.
I don't have a USA policy. I can try to find one.
They're literally running ads like crazy right now.
All right, guys, unmute yourself if you see one that you want to go over.
Transamerica.
Transamerica. Don't swear on the Zoom call, Josh. IUL, Index Universal Life Insurance. This is going to be great. All right, let's see. Okay, first off, guys, please, for the love of all things holy, take notes. This is going to be good, I promise. So an Index Universal Life Insurance policy, they're going to sell it to you. This is the be your own bank, infinite banking concept. Y'all ever heard of that before? Just put me in the Zoom chat if you're not driving and you've ever heard of infinite banking, or be your own bank, or the family bank, or this is what the rich people do, or any of that other garbage that they tell you. Okay, so this is what it is. Okay, so initial face value, write down 200,000. So 200K. So my man Arthur. All right, let's see. I'm trying to figure out when this thing issued. All right, so it's a flexible premium adjustable life insurance. That's a whole lot of words. So flexible premium adjustable life. Write that down. Taylor said it sounds like a pyramid scheme. I would agree. So it's a flexible premium adjustable life insurance. So it's flexible premiums payable until the age of 121. All right, guys. So if something is payable or if something is flexible, what does that mean? A flexible premium. Do y'all remember what that is? Put in the Zoom chat. What happens to the premiums? Does it stay the same, or does it maybe flex a little bit and move? Goes up. Okay. Who said? Someone said goes up. So Angie, goes up, not necessarily, it's flexible. It's most likely going to go up only, but it can theoretically go down. And that's what they'll tell you. It's like, oh, that means it could go down. It's not going to go down. But that's what they'll tell you it could do. All right, ready? This is my favorite part. Okay. So while policy values may be affected by an external index or indexes, this policy does not directly participate in any stock or equity investment. The life insurance agent 1,000,000% is going to tell you that it is an investment. It is not. It literally says it right there. It does not directly participate in any stock or equity investment. You are not investing in anything. Okay. This policy provides insurance beyond the age of 100. We'll talk about that in a minute. The Internal Revenue Source has not issued any official guidelines regarding the qualification of life insurance beyond age 100. Policies may not qualify as life insurance beyond 100 and may be subject to adverse tax consequences. Okay, so the IUL is sold as an investment, be your own bank, and they tell you it's tax-free income in retirement. Yes or no? What does the last freaking line tell you? This policy may not qualify as life insurance and may be subject to tax adverse consequences beyond the, consult your tax advisor regarding any possible tax consequences. But they sold it to you as it being a tax-free investment vehicle. Immediately, I'm pissed. Like, I'm just being honest. If I'm this client, I'm furious. Why? Because they're telling me it's going to be tax-free in retirement, and right there, it's saying it might not be. Don't sell me something that might not be. Right? Like, I don't know about y'all, but I don't want to buy a car that might run. Right? Like, how many of you guys want to buy a car that might blow up when it hits 100 miles? Anyone? Or 100,000 miles? Anybody? Who's lining up at the dealership to buy a car that might blow up when it hits 100,000 miles? Nobody. That's literally what it says right here. All right, moving on. I hate these things. So I'm gonna get probably real anti-alien. You know how it is. All right, so minimum. All right, so here, look, the initial face value is 200,000. The minimum face value is 25,000. What does that mean? They can just decrease the freaking death benefit because they feel like it. It can just go down. Now, the reality is that doesn't happen very often. I want to be super clear with you guys. Like, they're not going to just decrease the death benefit for fun usually. That usually happens when you take a loan out or you miss a payment or the market is at zero for a year or whatever. But they can. The death benefit option is increasing. I don't know about y'all, but this is real confusing to me just from a logical perspective. The initial value is 200,000. The minimum is 25,000, but it's an increasing death benefit. I just don't understand why that's even an option, right? So this person is 22 years old. Their name was Arthur, but they're a 22-year-old female named Arthur. I don't know what's happening right now, but that's what it said on the policy. So we're not going to ask questions. So there's a 22-year-old female. Okay, so a 22-year-old female. The policy issued in 2016, which doesn't necessarily matter too much. If I'm quoting her today, I'll show you how I would do that. So the basic policy is 200,000. The first monthly charge, deduction charge is 40. That's basically the fees. Through year 3, it's $84. So the basic policy is 40, but the substandard stuff, so everything else is $84. They are paying $200 a month, right? Is that what the payment was? No, I don't think it showed us the payment, actually. Hang on. Let me find it. That might be the payment right there. I think that is the payment, 84. Unless I see something else, that's what we're going with. So continue to scroll. All right, Ellie, I think we've looked at this one before, right? A long time ago. But there it is, plan premium, 148. Okay, so 148.16 minus 84 minus 40. So just off the top of your head, that's $124. Really, only $24 of this is going towards the insurances. Why? Because they have all the extra premiums and all the extra crap they got to pay, all the fees from this page up here. This one, their monthly charge and deductions, right? For the first 3 years, there's an additional $84 a month charge. Okay, you see that reflected right here in the table. Okay, so the table for the first 3 years, 148 grand. Okay, $148, not thousand. I can't read. $148 a month that they're paying. Okay, then in year 4, they drop the 84, and now it's $64 a month, which is still way more than 200,000 would be through us. So at the end of the year, the sum of all of the premiums that they paid to ensure that their policy does not lapse, by the end of 20 years is 18 grand, 18,422. Okay, so guys, this is what I'm looking for when I go through these things. Okay. All right, this should make you frustrated right away. So the monthly expense charge per thousand is 14 cents. So if I do, what is 200 times 0.14?
It's 28.
So you got $28 a month for the insurance. Okay. Then you have $12 a month for the policy fee. And then your premium expense charge is a guaranteed 6%. What's 6% of 200?
The answer is 12.
It's another $12. The index account monthly charge is a 0.06. What is 0.06 times 148.16?
The answer is 8.8896.
So we're going to call it 8.89. Okay. And then I did the wrong number a second ago. I'm sorry. What's 148.16 times 0.6?
The
Nope,
answer is
0.06. What's 148.16 times 0.06?
The answer is 8.8896.
Okay, it's basically the same. All right, so well, I'm going to walk you guys through what I just did. Okay, so I'm trying to figure out, Morgan, the total policy fees. Okay, because all of these are the fees that this client's going to have in their policy. Okay, so we have initially a 6% guaranteed expense charge on the premium. Okay, so a 6% expense on 148,000. So I'm going to go to my calculator and I'll do it again. So 148.16 times 0.06 is 8.88. Okay, so I have an $8.88 charge. Okay, then I have $12 per month, so 12. And then I have 0.14, so I'm going to go 148.16 times because that's the policy monthly expense charge per thousand. So per $1,000 of premium, there's 200,000. Okay, so we need to go 200 times 0.14. So 200 times 0.14 is $28 a month for that. And then we have 0.06. So I'm going to go 148.16 times 0.06. There's two of those. Sorry, it's 0.006. My bad. Times 0.006. So that's $1.76 for both combined. Okay. So if I total all of this up, and you guys should go back and watch the YouTube video if you're a little confused right now. But so it's 8.88 plus 12 plus 28 plus $1.76. She's paying $50 a month in policy fees, $50.64 in freaking policy fees. That's insane. Right? Let's keep going. It's going to get better. I promise. What's that?
Primerica is 65.
Yeah, Primerica's policy is $65 a year. That's $50 a month that they're paying in fees. All right, so the surrender charge is only $18.22. That's actually one of the cheapest surrender charge. Oh wait, per 1,000. Hold on, I didn't notice that. $200,000 in life insurance, right? So $200,000 in life insurance, Katie, times $18.22. If this 22-year-old wanted to cancel her life insurance policy, it's going to cost her $3,644 for the first 2 years. Actually, no, I lied. For the first 5 years. Sorry. No, shoot, I can't read. For the first 10 years. My goodness, I'm falling apart. For the first 10 years, if this person wanted to cancel the policy, Gabby, it's $3,644 to cancel it. How insane is this? But they sell it to them. Oh, it's an investment. That's not an investment. It doesn't cost me anything to cancel my Roth IRA and not use it anymore. Basic guaranteed minimum interest rate is 2%. Okay, just for fun, let's go search this really quick. What is an average mutual fund rate of return? So US mid cap 10-year 13.2, 23.4. Okay, y'all see this straight from Google. I did not make this up. US mid cap growth stock mutual funds average 23.4%. That is almost 12 times more than what this policy is guaranteeing them. All right, guys, you need look and look at this. The cap, the freaking cap, Morgan, is 15%. So even if the market did 23%, you don't get it. You only get 15. You owe no downside loss. Okay, great. But guys, the one time where this policy hits zero, Okay, if this account hit 0% interest gained in 1 year, all those fees have to come from somewhere, but it's not gaining any interest. But all the fees pull the account value down and renders any hypothetical that insurance agent did for the client completely and totally useless. There's nothing that they don't, it's not guaranteed. And that's the thing, guys. Look, this is my favorite part though. So they use Eurostock 50 as the vehicle that they use for their quote unquote investment portion. And it says stocks. So the company has no relationship to this company other than the licensing of their product and the related trademarks. Side note, stocks does not sponsor, endorse, or sell the product, recommend that any person invest in the product or any securities, have any responsibility or liability. They have no responsibility to the administration of it, and they do not consider the needs of the product or the owners of the product in determining, composing, and calculating, and they have no obligation to do so. They also don't have any liability specifically, and they do not have any warranty if the results to be obtained in this product, the owner of the product or any other person in connection with the use of this product, they have no liability in how this thing works. The accuracy depends on them. The merchantability and the fitness of the particular product is not up to them. It's up to the agent that's getting paid, not up to the company to determine if it's a suitable investment. It's up to the agent, right? They have no liability for any errors or omissions. That's encouraging. If they forget to tell you something, they're not held responsible for it. This is just a dumpster fire on paper. Y'all see this, right? Like there's so many red flags here. And it's 8:20, so I'm going to stop right now with that for now. But guys, the index universal life insurance, guys, if this is the biggest thing for me is if the market ever hits 0% interest. Okay, the market has hit 0% interest 10 to 13 times in the last 30 years. Just depending on the 30-year window. It's down a third of the time. Like 1 year over 1 year. And if you have an index universal life insurance policy and the market is down once over 30 years, one time, just once, everything that they've drawn out in the hypotheticals is completely garbage. It does not matter. Because they're basing your policy growth on the market getting at least 2% every year, but it doesn't. It doesn't. It averages over time, like you saw, 23% on a large cap or 18% on a medium cap, but it doesn't get 100. It gets zero sometimes. Like when COVID hit, the market was down. Right now, the market's down. An election's coming up. The market's going to be down. Watch. Like I'm just telling you, like it's what happens. So you have to understand that like the way that they sell this versus what actually happens they're on two opposite ends of the earth. like it literally is, over here is what they're telling you, but over here is what you're getting. And in the middle is the agent that's making 5, 6, 7 grand off selling one of these things. So guys, what we're doing is right. Like we're taking and we're saving people the mental headache of 10 years down the road, having no money, a lapsed policy, and having to pay to get out of this thing, guys. What we do is take care of the client. And I'm going to show you this really fast. I know I said I was done, but I forgot to show you the prices. So this was a 22-year-old non-smoking female with $200,000 in life insurance. Okay. I'm going to show you what buy term and invest the difference would have done for this client. And then I'm going to go work out and it's going to be great. It's going to be amazing. So, oh my gosh, where's the buttons? Keep typing in the wrong way. There we go. All right, so what I want to try to do really quick is see if I can find the policy hypothetical growth or whatever it is. This would log in, that'd be incredible. Sorry guys, thank you for 22 of you guys being on this morning. That's awesome. You all got to start getting your people on the call. Like it should be your mission that by the end of the week, you have a person that is on your team on this call also, a new person. There's 22 people. If everybody gets one person on this call in the mornings, that's 44 people, Josh. That's 100 by 100 base shop, guaranteed. I guarantee it. Guarantee it. What's that do to your team? Right? You bring a couple extra people on this call. How's that change your business? All right, right? We got Arthur. Arthur, the female. I don't know. I just feel like that name's not correct, but that's Arthur's name is Arthur's a girl, I guess. So anyway, we got Arthur. This policy was written, I think, in Iowa. Sick. It's not working. Awesome. Great. Perfect. It's amazing. Hang on, guys. Sorry. Go back to here, see if it'll work here. No, sweet. Let me log into my phone and see if I can do it there. But hey, Elian, can you pull up? Actually, no, I got it. Money Chimp investment calculator. If some of y'all that are licensed want to get on your app and look at the prices, you can as well. But I'm going to quick quote. So you guys can't see what I'm doing. I'm sorry because it's not working, but I will show you the number to show you I'm not lying. So non-tobacco female, not 61. She was 22 in 2016, right? So Elian, if I ran into her now, she would be what? 29. So we're gonna go off the price of 29 years old, okay? And then I'll show you what it would look like if we did it initially with her. And we're gonna go with no medical check, worst case scenario, and we're gonna give her $250,000 in coverage because there's a price break there. Everybody type price break in the Zoom chat. It's cheaper for her to get more coverage. So if we take 50, so at 29 years old, $250,000 in coverage, worst case scenario, that's male, female, would be $45 a month. Okay, y'all see that? $45 a month. There's all the information, right? 35-year term, 29 years old. That's how old she would be right now. So we're saving her $103 a month. Okay, so she has no money currently invested. We're starting this when she's 29. We're going to take $1,236. That's $103 a month. And she's 29 right now. So we're going to give it 38 years to grow till she's 67. Okay, we're going to give her just a measly 11%, which is below mutual fund average. It's 645 grand that she would have in retirement. And guess what? Also, she has a life insurance policy and one does not lapse. Okay. Now, if we did this when she was 22 and we did a precision term, this is what I would do, a precision term policy with her, and she probably would get a better health rating. It's $24 a month for her life insurance. So now we take 148 minus 24. It's 124 times 12. It's $1,488 a month. If she did this when she was 22, she would have had 45 years until she retires at an 11% rate of return. She'd have $1.6 million tax-free in a Roth IRA. But instead, she has an index universal life insurance policy that she's got to cancel and pay $3 grand to cancel it. And it would guaranteed market goes down once, that policy is going to lapse. Y'all see how important that this is? Like you've got to learn this stuff, guys. You got to go back and watch these YouTube videos. Search my name on YouTube, subscribe to my YouTube channel. I don't post anything that's not a live video about growing your Primerica business and getting better here. You need to go there and watch the videos for the last 2 to 3 weeks of all the things that we're going over, guys. It's very important. Guys, I love you guys. I hope you all saw value in that. What's up, El?
I was going to ask you real quick, are we able to go back to those videos and like take out pieces, like clips of it and like help compare? Like, so how you did it with us to show them what she's paying?
I don't know how you can. I don't know how, but yeah, you can.
Oh, I can figure it out. I just want to make sure.
Yeah, I know you can clip it. I don't care if you do that. That's fine. I don't know how you do it, but you can. I'm sure it's not that hard. I just have never done it. Any other questions, guys? Morgan.
I have a question. So I'm a little confused about the point about if the market hits 0% once over 30 years, everything in your policy hypotheticals doesn't matter. So does that mean like it basically like goes away? Like, I guess I just need like
an index universal life insurance policy. Yeah, index universal life insurance policy is based on growth consistently every year. That's what they're basing it on. That there's never a down year. So if the market goes down once, their fees are associated on the growth of, or not the growth, sorry, their fees happen every year, right? Their fees are always there and they're very high. And if your money isn't growing, you're going to have to still pay the fees. But if there's not money that's growing to pay the fee, that comes out of the existing money that's there already, which pulls your balance down, and it throws the hypothetical off forever, because now your balance is lower than where it should be. So when it grows from the lower number, it grows at a smaller rate because there's not as much working for you. Does that make sense?
Yeah, thank you.
So,
That makes
yeah, for
sense.
sure. So mutual funds have fees as well, guys. Like, I'm not going to sit here and say they don't, but they're way smaller, way smaller. It's a fraction of a percent, and it's yearly, not monthly. This policy was 0.06%, which might not sound like a lot, but that's every month. That's a lot. That adds up very quick. Also, it was what, 14% or something like that, or no? Yeah, hold on. Let me look. I'm going to look so I don't lie to you.
It
I
was
gotta find-
15%.
Was it?
Yeah, 15% on the index account. You said the average is 23, right?
Yeah, that's the cap. The fee, other fees. Where are
Oh,
they?
okay. So that one was 12%. $12 per month, and then
There
4.
it is. Yeah, $12 a month, and then 14 cents per thousand. That's $28 a month there. 6% fee every month. That's so, guys, that's like your expense charge in your, like, so when you invest, there's an expense charge on the front end. It's a front end load. They're charging you 6%. Your mutual fund is going to vary anywhere from 3 to 5. So it's still less, and it's tax free, and it's not going to lapse. A mutual fund does not lapse. It cannot. It's impossible.